Aloha and thanks for tuning in. So the other day I got asked the question, if you could pick one exercise to prepare yourself for a surf trip, what would that be? And it's funny they asked that question because a few summers ago, I took a trip with my friend Brian King and my son to the right points of Mexico. And I believe I had 3 weeks to get ready. And if you know anything about this break, it's super long, leg burners, and not to mention when you get out of the water, you need to walk all the way back to that point. So it's very lower body and core dominant. Here's the scenario. Challenge number 1. There hasn't been surf in 2 months and I'm deconditioned and there's no waves on the forecast in Florida. Challenge number 2, I only have 3 weeks to get ready. And challenge number 3, I'm going to be surfing on a board that I've never surfed before and there's really nothing I can do about that challenge. So tough luck. Now, 3 weeks is not a lot of time to get ready for a surf trip, so I focused on one particular exercise, and that is the single leg squat. And you might be asking yourself, why is this exercise so important? Well, you get to work on strength, stability, and raw power that's going to be directly transferred over to your surfing. Not to mention, you're going to be working all these muscles. In this video series, I'm going to show you how to get to the single leg squat reach. But in this part 1, I'm going to show you how to do a regular squat. Then we're going to progress it to a staggered stance squat, to a split stance squat, and then graduate to the single leg squat. It's all a progression, so let's get cracking. Grab a light weight or even a ball and hold it at your chest. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Descend slowly down into a squat by flexing at the knee and hip joints. So go as low as you comfortably can and try not to let your thigh go past parallel to the floor. Now gradually widen your foot position inch by inch. Do a few squats at each new stance. So your goal is to find that squat that feels the most natural and completely pain-free. So pay attention to your ankles, hips, knees, and lower back. Your body will tell you what works best, so listen to it. Now that we figured out our foot stance, we're going to talk about our foot turnout or foot angle, and everybody's going to be a little different. Stand with your feet together, close your eyes, and try to open up your feet shoulder width apart without looking at the floor. And after you've planted your feet, look down at them. That would probably give you a picture of your natural foot turnout. It's okay, you can go ahead and experiment with your foot angles. Find out what's the most effective, pain-free squat that you can perform. Okay, let's get back into that squat stance. Give me that natural turnout that you just figured out and grab a light weight or a ball, put it by your chest again, and let's try to squat. Make sure that your knees, when they bend or flex, they're heading in the same direction as your toes are pointing, meaning that make sure your knees don't come in or go out from the direction from which your foot is facing. The breathing part for the squat can be a little tricky, but with a little practice, you can get it. Let's get into our squat stance. Place the ball or weight on your chest. We're going to inhale when we go down. We're going to hold it and exhale halfway through the movement going up. Once again, inhale, hold the breath, and exhale. All you're doing is you're creating inner abdominal pressure so you can support the spine back here when you're at a loaded position, when you're down into your squat. So this concludes our section on how to do the squat. Let's do this squat for about 2 to 3 days. We're going to do 3 sets of 15 reps. So tune in for part 2.